こんにちは、ゆうこ先生です。Today we are going to learn how to quote what other people said. This grammar is introduced in Lesson Q in the textbook GENKI Volume 1. I'm going to use one exercise from the book in this video. I originally made this lesson for my classes at the college that I'm teaching at, and at that time, I was using the old version of GENKI.Now that a new edition was released this year, 2020, the exercise that I discuss in this video looks a little bit different from yours if you use the new version of GENKI, okay? But they still have the same exercise in the new edition. At the end of this lesson, I'll give you one homework and share the answer in the next video. So be sure to come back to watch the answer video next week.I just released a new Japanese listening course. The course is designed to improve your listening comprehension and is completely self-paced. There is no time limit to finish the course. Go to smilenihongo.com/listening. Since I received so many requests, I'm sharing this course with a discount until the end of August 2020.Today we are going to practice how to quote what other people said about the past. This one should be easy since you have already learned how to quote what you think about the past in the previous lesson. If you haven't watched the lesson yet, be sure to watch it. I'll leave the link to the lesson below this video. So this was the formation. You mark the plain past form with the quotation particle とand then say 思います at the end. This is how you quote what you think about the past. Now, to quote what other people said about the past, the only thing you have to change is the ending. Change I think 思います to someone said 言っていました。We use 言っていました only when somebody else said something. We don't use this one for I said. To say I said, we use the simple past 言いました。Even though it's not completely wrong to use 言いました for other people, it's not very common. Since 言っていました has the connotation that someone has said something and I've heard it. This one sounds way more natural to quote what other people said, so please stick to this one. One more thing. In spoken language, meaning in conversations, most native speakers will drop this e and then say 言ってました instead of 言っていました。We do it only because it's shorter and easier to say it that way. It's like you say isn't instead of is not in English. And we do the same for all the other て form plus います expressions, such as 住んでいます、知っています、or 結婚しています。We usually drop the い and then say 住んでます、知ってます and 結婚してます。But since this is a language class, let's stick to the original form, okay? Be sure that you use 言っていました and not 言ってました in your homework. So this is the formation of how to quote what other people said. It's exactly the same as I think と思います。では練習しましょう。Okay, let's practice. 教科書の220ページを開けてください。Open the textbook 220ページ。Let's see if you can quote what these people said. お父さん、たけしさん and ロバートさん。最初はお父さんです。The first one is お父さん。Here he said, 若い時、 マイケル・ジャクソンが好きでした。わかりますか？ Do you understand what he said? Right. He said when he was young, he liked Michael Jackson. Okay, let's go to what he said here. First, you have to indicate the speaker as in father said. お父さんは and you put what he said here with the quotation particle と and say 言っていました at the end. Please note that you cannot use 父 for this father here because he is not your father, okay? Next, you need to put what he said in the box in plain form. Pay attention to the ending of what he said. He said, 好きでした, which is an adjective in the past tense, right? So you are going to put what he said like this. 若い時、マイケル・ジャクソンが好きだった。好きだった。The entire sentence is going to be like this. お父さんは若い時、マイケル・ジャクソンが好きだったと言っていました。Father said he liked Michael Jackson when he was young. お父さんは若い時、マイケル・ジャクソンが好きだったと言っていました。What about this one? 友達とよく踊りに行きました。What is he saying here? Right, he said he often went dancing with his friends. Now you have the verb went, 行きました in the sentence. Again, you have to say お父さんは and put what he said here in the box with the particle と and say 言っていました at the end. So the entire sentence is going to be like this. お父さんは友達とよく踊りに行ったと言っていました。お父さんは友達とよく踊りに行ったと言っていました。Here you have to convert 行きました into 行った for the plain past form. Please also note that the stem of the verb dance 踊り is marked by the purpose marker に to indicate the purpose of going, as in went to dance or went dancing. We learned this usage of the particle に back in lesson 7, okay? Okay, let's see if you can do this by yourself. Please quote what Takeshi-san and then Roberto-san said from the exercise on 220ページ。5番と7番と10番をしてください。Please try number 5, 7, and 10. And write down your own sentences in the notebook before you see the answers. I'm going to show you the answers in the next video with explanations. Please especially be careful with number 10, what Roberto-san said, because the sentence has ています expression as in 寝ていました。Come back to watch part 2 of this lesson next week, or if you are watching this after part 2 was published, you should find a link to the lesson in the Show More section. 宿題をしてくださいね。ではまた次のレッスンで会いましょう。